Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gilles. I wanted to wish you a wonderful day. For we're getting ready for this great transmission, great transformation, both inner shift and outer transformation. So this week, maybe the world may be shaken this week as a result of what's going to be happening on the Earth plane. But our primary role, no matter what our light world may be, is to raise consciousness. It is all about raising consciousness, and it is very important to express our truth, to express our light, to express our wisdom, to express all our love, to express for what we want to stay away from the drama. We need to erase all this fear, to be passively resistant to all this sanitary tyranny, to the vaccination, to all those things, and to make as many people aware of that as much as possible. In that process, there is two things we need to really understand: is to accept and be indulgent for those who are below us in consciousness, and to have respect as well, and follow the guidance and wisdom of those who are above us in consciousness on the highest plane. On the higher plane, everybody's connected into the field of oneness and love. So there is no higher or lower. Everybody's in the right place for where it needs to be, to find the pure joy and fulfillment in its service and acceptation of the life reality. Yet there is always people on the higher cycle and always people on the lower cycle. It is part of the universe being infinite. It will always be like that, and we'll always be called to serve. So it is very important to focus on the light, to focus on the truth, to focus on your own truth, on your own way. As people do that on the collective level, that's going to be the only way out of the crisis. Because otherwise, more crises, worse and worse and worse crises will come along to wake up humanity until they are awakened. They're going to keep on coming. So it is important to understand that this sanitary crisis was planned long ago by the dark forces. It is an attack on humanity. Everything will be known in due time, and then the karma will follow its course. But for us, we really need to be into the paradise timeline, and to allow ourselves to utilize the windows. For there's going to be a lot of intensity in 2021, but there will also be windows for exiting the matrix in many sense. And so, and also envision a world that is already free, that is already, you can of course work on your own vision to individualize, but to envision this collective reality that is free for all, where every being is fine, is healthy, has all it needs, and it's where it's creative, where it's happy. So to envision that, and to work collectively as much as possible is going to be important this year, to start to get together. I'm going to pull a few cards. For the past is unity. The present is energy. It is the one causal energy. For all things come from love. Always think that the only true power is God. There is no other power. God will allow all kinds of things for the expansion of the universe, but it is God and it is love. And place love and God above all things, and recognize that that's the only thing that you want to embody. And the future may be doubts. The world will be shaken, and there's going to be a lot of things that will force us to doubt. But because there is revelation that will be coming very soon, what we're working on now is liberation. We want to liberate ourselves from the restricted program, and the outcome will be success. It will be success. There will be a victory that is coming. It is a stepping stone to the future. So it is important to keep your vibration as high as possible, because there's all kinds of toxins and negative energies that pollutes our energy field. And so when we are higher, it affects us a lot less, everything, whether it's mental, physical, emotional, energetic. And so turn off your Wi-Fi as well. When you sleep, put on the little planes on your phone, and just, unless you're really expecting a phone in the middle of the night, but otherwise everything can wait till the next day. Or when you don't use your Wi-Fi, just turn it off. You can reconnect it later, or when you reuse it, use it less, maybe to free yourself from that, spend more time in nature. Imagine that meditation that can be used is to imagine you have two bodies that are parallel realities. One of them is physical, it is encapsulated within this physicality, and the other one is a vast energy being that encompasses the whole planet, and this is you as well. So you can tell your secrets to that being. It is you. You can share your wounds and allow this being as a big brother, as a teacher, as a guide to come and heal you, to assist you whenever you need it. It's going to call back that big energy beings that is your higher self. There's an energetic beings. And so it can bring this energy back to your physical, so that it can actually assist you. I wanted to discuss the idea that there is a lot of unconscious telepathy that is going on, synchronicity. Sometimes you think of someone and this person calls. Happens very often. With unconscious telepathy, very soon we will have conscious telepathy. We won't even need the phone. But that only happens because there is a similarity in vibration. If somebody is too low in frequency, they cannot receive thoughts. You can say, I want this person to call me, but if they are completely on a different wavelength, they will not receive it. Why? It's because when people are very too low in consciousness, they are parasited by astral entities. They are polluted by those parasites, and we want to get rid of all those parasites to stay above it. And so, but when we're similar wavelengths, it's much easier to communicate. For we want to raise our frequency above the reptoid matrix, and it is a matrix of beings that are telepathically connected within themselves, but they're on a lower frequency, and they have one goal, is to enslave humanity through fear. So it's about erasing the fear, to stay above that, so you become untouchable, and then eventually, if enough people just erase their fear, they'll see that they're losing power, and they'll move on. They won't be able to hold on to that. So sometimes when we're parasited by those darker energy that bring fear and doubts within ourselves, we say, is there really a light at the end of the tunnel? Or is it just an illusion? Or is it just a dream? Is it just so it is about testing our faith. But know that it is there. Know that this eternal light will always be eternal. Nothing can touch that light, and it will be there for you. For us, we're going to merge. We're going to find as we allow that to realize that all of that is an illusion, and only the love of God is real, and it is our true nature and essence. And so we also want to use creativity as much as possible to be creative, because when we are creative, we are using our God-given power. God is a creator, and so it is part of the process. It is a key to ascension. We're staying on the very bottom of a huge ladder of consciousness. And so it is. We'll climb up step by step, and so but living in your truth, living in love and light and wisdom is very, very practical. There's nothing more practical than to be at peace and centered, because it's gonna, no matter what happens. So we have to discern. Discern what kind of what are those frequencies. When we're happy, when we're joyful, when we feel free, we're on a higher frequency. If we are not, that means there is still an alignment that is needed. Because imagination is just as powerful as what we conceive as real. And the dark forces know that, so they're implanting fear, and so the people believe it, and we make it real, because what we believe we make real. And so, but all the imagination are fourth-dimensional construct, and everything is real. So continue to cultivate positive dreams, and not allow yourself to be distracted or tempted by those astral parasites. I'm going to pull a few cards, but I think it's very important right now, more than ever. They're going to be to continue to enlighten humanity, to raise consciousness, all the opportunities that we have. It's like otherwise, we're going to continue this crisis. If people don't raise their consciousness, more crises will come that will be more severe. So we don't want that. We want to move through the process. Yet the plan is perfectly designed. The plans of God can never fail. They're above any other plans. And God has the last card. It's like, no matter what. Karma is not a punishment. It is an opportunity to balance energy and to become aware of our cause and effect. So the highest wisdom is to go far. It's this marathon we're going through. We're going through an eternal process. Yet we're going to reach that point of total satisfaction, total ecstasy, total bliss, when we find this point of liberation, this point of freedom. And yet life will always hold mystery. Those who believe they know everything, they know nothing in reality, because we no matter how much we know, there is always more to know. because we stand on this no matter where. Every time we move to a ladder, to a new step, we're realizing more. Our unity becomes more greater, our visions become greater, but there's always more. Because even the beings, the higher celestial beings, will never pretend they know all the ins and outs of reality. They see things happening in the universe. They know everything about everything that we want to know, that's for sure. But they observe certain action within the realm of energy that they're completely unable to fathom or understand, because there's the deity absolute. But they speculate that the deity absolute is creating something that they're completely unaware. Even on paradise, the citizen of paradise, they are utterly beyond the concept of time, space, future, past. All that is integrated. Yet there are so many things within the realm of paradise that is only known by the gods. They said that only the Father and the Spirit know, the Son and the Spirit only know the Father as an infinite. Only God knows God, and there will be, no matter how many times, when you're ready to know something, it will be revealed as well, because life is an open book. But it is a matter of what God decides or choose or see that you're ready to understand. When the right question is being asked, the answer will come as well. So it is so to understand, to accept the fact that there will always be mysteries. So to accept, it is part of the great process. For God keeps, as an eternal, an infinite being, He will always keep new adventure on any level. There will always be new things to discover, new adventure. It's part of the magic of creation. And the more we rise our consciousness, when we reach the fifth dimension, we will be stupefied, amazed, mesmerized. But then it's nothing. Every time we move on to the next level, we will discover new reason to become amazed and mesmerized by the truth of the spiritual reality and the omniverse and so on. What we need to understand is the exchange of gift. Life is an exchange. There is what we give, what we receive, and what we share. If you want a private session, do not hesitate to send me an email. I also wanted to thank you for your likes, your comments, your sharing, your subscriptions. And what we need to do is TikTok, is to remove ourselves from time, to open this window into eternal oneness. It only doesn't take time. It's between time. We can escape, our consciousness can reach that plane of ascension when we're totally disengaged from mental processes, and this will happen more and more. And the outcome is a step ahead. We're really going to see that we're many steps ahead of humanity, because that's where we needed to be. Just as our guides are where we already want to be, we will be where we need to be in order to assist humanity and to assist them in raising their consciousness. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I think that's what I wanted to discuss today. And so I'm going to sing this song. I wanted to sing another song, but then this song went through my head like all night. It had been going through my head, so I feel like, well, I have to sing it. It's not an easy song to sing in a cappella, but it's a song that discusses the perversion of the Western civilization, and to discuss the Hollywood mostly, to see that there's all kinds of things that are going on. It's a song of the Red Hot Chili Pepper. It goes like this. Psychic spy from China try to steal your mind's elation, and little girl from Sweden dream of silver screen quotation. And if you want this kind of dreams, it's Californication. It's the edge of the world of all Western civilization. The sun may rise in the east, but at least it's settled in final destination. It's understood that Hollywood sells Californication. Play your surgeon very well to break the spell of aging. Celebrity skin, is it your chin or is it war you're waging? Firstborn unicorn, hardcore soft porn. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Marry me, girl, to be my fair in the world and be my very own constellation. Teenage bride with a baby inside, getting high on information. And buy me a star on the boulevard, it's Californication. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in Hollywood basement. And Coben, can you hear the sphere singing song from station to station? And Alderan not far away, it's Californication. Born and raised by those who praise uncontrolled population. Well, everybody's been there, but I don't mean on vacation. Firstborn unicorn, hardcore soft porn. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Destruction lead to rough road, but it's all Brad's creation. And earthquakes are a little girl's guitar, but it's just another good vibration. And tidal wave couldn't save the world from Californication. Pay your surgeon very well to break the spell of aging. Sicker than the rest, there is no test, but is it what you're craving? Firstborn unicorn, hardcore soft porn. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. No, it's a song. It's a funny song, and from a band I like. It's like, but very. It seemed a bit critical. It's kind of exposing some of the superficial aspect. Well, I lived a long time in California. I'm looking forward to returning there. The card of the day is the Revelation, the Archangel Raziel. Joy and grace through spiritual fulfillment. Enlighten the path of someone. So it is very much about raising the consciousness of others, finding the answers to your questions through meditation. So it's about being open, letting go of a lot of the mental process at time, to be in a receptive mode, to receive the information and to find the fulfillment. It's like the extraterrestrials are going to show up more and more in our sky, but they're not here to like deliver us from ourselves. We have to find this point of freedom, this point of liberation. As we use each other as mirror, we are enlightening, we are igniting, we are getting access to this divinity inside each and every day, a little bit more and more. Well, thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Namaste.